Ironmouse and Matara Khan talks about dating struggles and past experiences. Chat, do you want to watch this one video as I finish? I need to finish this bowl of corn.
Tell you, I asked Gunrun to find me a husband.
What?
And I'll read you his response.
Wait, what was his response?
It wasn't very nice. Hold on. Gunrun, I have done so much for our Vshojo family. It is now my turn to ask for a favor. I would like for you to find me a nerdy husband. Not right away, not yet, but keep your eyes open for me. I like him nerdy, I like him smart, I like them not intimidated by my drive. He said, quite the challenge, but okay.
Nerdy?
Quite the challenge, but okay. You know what? It's better to have loved and lost. It's better to have loved Matara Khan and haven't been eaten than never have loved Matara Khan at all.
True.
Right? Yeah, I think so.
It is better to have loved. What? Shit. My stupid is showing. I can't show. I volunteer, ma'am. Shut the f up, chat. You ain't going nowhere.
Goal?
Yeah.
What would be the criteria for a man to be your husband?
Honestly, the really like lame but true answer is somebody that I enjoy spending time with.
That's not lame. What?
Me? No. Pull up the clip. Mata said she loves spending time with me. Hold on. We're one step closer.
You know, I'm somebody that has gone to therapy and I always try to better myself. I try to understand my actions, my words, my things like that. Somebody who does the same. I'm not saying they have to go to therapy, but at least that they like work on their, you know.
I do that.
My best example is like some people, they start dating at 20 and then they have trauma and problems. But when you get to 30 or 35, you kind of should figure out that trauma and problems a little bit more. And it doesn't matter if you went to therapy or you like maybe wrote in a journal or you figured it out, right? But I'm sure you've had friends who are boys or girls who maybe have the same problems in dating that they did 20 years ago. And at some point you kind of have to think, okay, but have you worked on yourself? Maybe you're just kind of going in blindly, expecting different results by doing the same stuff over and over.
Yeah, they don't know how. They don't have the necessary tools. They don't know.
Yeah. So when I say therapy, like I don't mean you have to go to therapy to get those tools. You absolutely don't. But therapy is usually a good way to get those tools.
I cannot be with somebody if we're not on we're not like friends.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's very. I have to have that like friend connection. But then again, I also can't be attracted to somebody unless we're friends. It's kind of weird.
Oh, you know, I used to not be like that, but as I've gotten older, I can't do casual things at all. I think as I've gotten older, I just, unless I'm in love, I can't do it. Or unless like I see myself falling in love with this person, I just can't do it. It's weird.
Do you think she can see herself falling in love with me? Is that a possibility? Dude, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this in a checklist, right? Mata's checklist. Number 1, someone that is nerdy. Okay, I got that. Once I figure out these glasses issue, got that, right? Dedicated, me. My proof is that I stream consistently at like hours a day, every day. That's dedication, you know, that's proof. And then number 3, committed. I'm very committed. I'm very committed. Also streaming every day, committed. And then growing together. Oh, girl, all I do is grow. Okay, there's no way I could sing from here. When you're in rock bottom, all you can really do is grow. Let's be so real. All I can do is grow. I got that. And then what else? Therapy. I go to therapy, right? You got shit, and you gotta deal with. I deal with my shit. Oh, I do. But when I shower, I go like this shit, and then I deal with it, right? And I shower quite a lot. I deal with a lot of things. Journaling, I journal. I'm very kept together. Can't you tell from my eyes that I'm pretty kept together, guys? And I'm so dedicated to learning new things and improving myself. The only thing I don't have is cock. Do you think that's fine?
And I'm like, I'm sorry. I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me you love me. I'm sorry.
I can't do the casual thing. I've never been able to do a casual thing. It's just not
really. if like I'm at a point where I'm living my life with somebody, right? And like I want to live together or do stuff, I kind of want to know what they're doing during the day. Be as simple as like, oh, hey, I am going to go work for 8 hours, talk to you in 10 hours. But I kind of like to know. And
you like communication.
And it's hard to explain because sometimes guys will be like, what, you need to know what I'm doing every second of the day. No, but like,
probably.
I also,
do you want to take
if
that
we're living,
chance?
like, you know, if we're living.
Mata eats all her exes. Probably. Do you want to take that chance? Chat, I will take that chance. You know why? Because I know, for a fact, chat, okay, if I ever get into a relationship, okay, that shit won't be an ex. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, no, yeah. I'm not gonna be devoured because I'm never breaking up with them. Hell no, I'm a very committed guy, you know. And listen, I might try and act like a cute anime girl, but you know what? You know the allegations of people being like, you're just a VTuber because behind the anime character, you're a 30-year-old man. Yeah, at this point, I wish I was. Brother, you know who's interested in 30-year-old men? Matara. But insult me all you want. That's not an insult. Actually, can we make that into a real thing? Just say, damn, Michi, you're not a girl. You're a 30-year-old man. I am a 30-year-old man. I can be your 30-year-old man. Whoa, what the is wrong with being an old man and a VTuber? I never said there was anything. Okay, Joe, shut the up. Okay, no. That's mine. That's my woman. If I ever become a man, you move out of the way.
Together, I don't want you to disappear for 4 days. And it feels like,
Wait a minute. Disappearing, like,
that's exactly what I mean.
4 days. Like, come on.
That's
now.
exactly it, right? Where sometimes, like, if I try to explain it to men, and I'm sure women do this too, right? Where it's like, oh, what, do you want to know my every move and action? No, but, you know, I'd like to roughly know what you're up to.
Wait,
like,
actually, that is an interesting topic. Chat, what do you think about that? If, let's say, someone is like, hey, I want you to update me, you know, just be like, hey, I'm gonna be working now for the next couple of hours. Something, Mr. VTuber, my ass, I'm taking back my award. No, but yeah, if someone does that, do you think it's too much? Or, I mean, ignore the fact that a bunch of anime girls on screen say it's like, oh, that's a bad thing. And they're like, no, it's not a bad thing, right? Your own genuine opinion. Do you think it's like, okay, where do you draw the line between like updating and like, okay, that's too clingy for me? You know what I mean? I prefer clingy, but that's a strange middle ground, I guess. Depends on how much and if they are mad if I forget it. What if they don't get mad, but if you forget it too often, obviously they do get pissed. I do know a lot of people that have the same, like, opinion. Where a lot of my friends are the type to go, like, incognito for days, right? So they'd be like, hey, I'll be busy. And then they disappear, and then they come back, they're like, I'm back. And it's been like 5 working days. And you're like, what the did you do? And they're like, oh, I was working on some projects. Like, they go full incognito mode. But I also have friends that are super mega clingy. Like, I don't mean clingy in a bad way. I just kind of mean like, that's just what I think it is. Where they're like, hey, you didn't respond to me in 2 hours. Are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. I need to know where you are, what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Like, one of those. So I do have like both sides of this story in a sense. So I do see it. Like, I see, like, when you're working, you're just working. You know, it's hard to break free from the work mode. But I also see where it's like, you know, is it really that hard to update every now and then? That was Mata, wasn't it? Actually, no. Ever since Mata got busy and I got busy, we both are like, oh, we catch up when we can. If we can't, nothing personal. We're just busy. But there were times where it'd be like, hey, I would appreciate it if you, like, tell me that you are busy and you can't respond, or if you can't do something. Because I will say I'm more of the distant type in a way. Like, I'm not clingy, but I like clingy people. Me personally, yeah, I am not clingy. I am more distant than I am clingy, but I like clingy people. So when I have friends that are distant, I'm used to it. But if I have friends that are clingy, I like it anyway. So it's kind of a win-win. Define clingy. I think if someone's like, hey, what are you doing? Where are you? Every like 3 hours or 2 hours, I kind of find it cute. Me personally, I am very like, hey, I'll be doing this for a while. I'm not sure when I'm done. Estimated time is this much. And then I go ghost. Until I am done with the work. And I would respond or I forget, which is probably the worst case scenario. GPS tracker. Oh, bro, that's where I draw the line. That is where I think, okay, this is just my opinion. Don't f***ing roast me. Ari! Don't f***ing roast me for this. But I think if you have like a partner and you need to have like GPS tracker installed in their phone, just break up. Like, that's my opinion. That is my line. You know, like if you really need to know where they are at every given time, like anytime you can check up on where they are, I think that is way too much. I would rather have someone be like, ping, ping, ping. And I'm like, hey, where are you? What are you doing? I'd rather have someone like that than someone that has GPS tracked on your phone. I would not want to know where you go. Like, it goes both ways. I don't want to know where you go, and I don't want you to know where I go. Because that's where I'm not doing anything. You know, I'm usually at home or around the vicinity. But the fact that, like, you know is kind of creepy. Yeah, like stalkery. I think it's a bit too far. I have this system in place with some of my close friends. Like, not Mata or anything like that, but close friends that struggle with stuff like this, right? And it's really weird, but I've been really liking the system so far. So I have friends that are very, very anxious, and they do get a bit like scared because I am busy most of the day, but I do try to respond, right? They do get a bit scared if I don't respond for too long, but the issue is I don't know what is considered too long for them, because in my opinion, if you don't message me for 3 months, that's fine. You know, like too long is like 2 years. That is too long. But anything less than 2 years is like fine, is whatever. So we have a system where when we message people, we have like an emote. You know those like red, orange, and green? So it's like a red circle, orange circle, and green circle. Red circle is like urgent. I need you to message me like as fast as possible right now. You cannot you literally cannot leave me on red. I need you right now. It's like red. And then orange is like, it's somewhat urgent. Respond to me when you get the chance to. Yeah, it's like traffic light. It's like, respond to me when you can. When you open your phone, you see this message, you gotta just respond. But no pressure. Green is like whenever you're free or whenever you want to. So we have that system in place just because the fact that sometimes they say shit and then I'm like, bro, I don't know whether I should respond to you right now. Like, is it important? Because like sometimes I'm in the middle of things, you know, and I don't want to sacrifice something that I'm doing for something that's like, how's your day? Right? Where it's like, oh, I can just respond to this later. And it's starting to bother me. So with that system, I know that if I see red, I drop everything and I respond. But if I see orange, then when I see it, then I respond. If it's green, then yeah, chill lah, you know. It's been pretty good. I actually quite like the system. It helps me not overthink about it, and it helps them also not overthink about it. As long as no one abuses the colors, then we're fine. But I do like clingy people. It's really weird. Maybe it's because I'm not clingy that the fact someone is clingy makes me feel special or something. But being wanted does feel nice. That is probably my biggest issue. It's like, I like feeling wanted, but I feel like I don't make people feel like they're wanted. And I'm working on that, but it's just not normal for me. It's not normal for me to like message people all the time.
I think 2025 is my year, Mouse.
Oh my god, we were just talking about that in chat.
Really?
Well,
what did you say? What did
chat
you
was
say?
like, 2025 is our year. I'm like, sure, chat. That's what we say every year.
It's in the little things, right? It's just doing little things often enough to show the person that they were on your thoughts.
I feel like all of this comes naturally by age though, no? I mean, when I was younger, I also did the same, where it's like, you fuck around, you find out, right? You're like casual, you experiment with stuff, you don't update people, and you're like more plain plan is what we say in Indo. Like, flippy floppy, You know, you're a very flippy floppy person because like you don't even know what you like. You don't even know what kind of person you are. You're literally a kid. And then when you reach like older years, it just naturally comes to you. You know, you want to communicate more and you want to do stuff more, no?